Welcome at Nippon Budokan for day 6 of judo here at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. It's the 6th day, 2 categories, the women under 78 kilograms and the men under 100 kilograms. Let's start with the women under 78. I think the big favorite today, Malonga, the number 1 seeded from France. And on the other side for Japan, Hamada, the world champion of 2018. In 2019, those both fighters, they had the final at the 2019 World Championships. It was Malonga who won. And again at the Masters, she won against Hamada. Who will win the gold? But it will not be easy for them because there are some strong opponents for them today. Let's look at the strongest opponents in the 78 kilogram category.
Right now, there's a tug of war for supremacy at under 78 kilograms. France's Madeleine Malonga and Japan's Hamada Shori seemed to be the frontrunners. The story starts with Hamada. Focused and clinical, Hamada blitzed her way to the top of the world with her lightning-fast newaza. Proving taking less than 10 seconds to win matches isn't reserved only for the big throwers. With a smile on her face, she set the world alight in Baku in 2018, showing that she wasn't only world-class in groundwork, but could throw just about anyone, powering her way to a maiden world title. But in 2019, a new star was rising. Malonga was in the hunt for Tokyo World Championship gold, and showed great tenacity to get past double world champion Aguiar of Brazil in the semi-final. It meant she walked out in the final, ready to go head-to-head with Hamada. The defending champion had no answer to the raw power of the Frenchwoman. And Malonga claimed the red backpatch for herself. The two renewed their rivalry in the Masters earlier this year. And once again, Malonga came out on top. Then, 1 month ago, Malonga looked set to retain her world champion's red backpatch. But a new contender emerged for a shot at the title. Anna Maria Wagner is a huge talent and combines immense power with a never-give-up attitude. Full commitment. Do or die. Having already taken 2 Grand Slam golds in 2021, she came to the Worlds in the mood for more. And having reached the final, she stunned Malonga to take the world title for Germany. Wagner, now one of the favourites for the Olympic Games, but the top 3 cannot rest. First in line behind them is Steenhuis of the Netherlands. Her bronze at this year's World Championships earned her the 4th seed for the Games. Natalie Powell, the 2017 world bronze medalist, has faced Wagner 4 times, and the Brit leads their head-to-head 3-1. She will be looking to dethrone the champion in Tokyo. The legendary Brazilian Aguiar has over 30 medals on the World Judo Tour, including 2 world titles, most recently in 2017. Her bronze in Tokyo 2 years ago was a signal of her intent to claim judo's biggest prize. Loriana Kuka is a powerhouse. The Kosovan is a real threat to anybody, and Cuba's Antomachi is explosive and dynamic. But with Wagner and Hamada drawn to face each other in the semi-final, should they get there, which one of Malonga's biggest rivals will be left standing? And can Malonga get to the biggest final of her career? Or will someone spring a surprise? It's game on at under 78 kilograms.
So it won't be easy for Malonga or for Hamada to reach to the final. For example, Wagner is the reigning world champion at this moment. She has beaten Malonga, and I think it was no surprise that she was the world champion. A little bit of a surprise, but not for her to medal, because she won the Kazan and the Tel Aviv Grand Slam this year. Let's look at the draw in the 78 kilograms. Of course, Malonga, she is the top seeded, the number 1 seeded. She's on the top half on the left side. On her side, Bernadette Graaf, Antomarchi, also a very strong fighter from Cuba, but we will see Malonga. I think she's a right-handed fighter, and when she has the right arm in the neck of her opponents with the leg, the Osodagaris, the Ouchigaris, so she's so strong and so dominant. But, well, it was clear that she lost, for example, against Wagner, so it will be not for 100% sure that she will reach the final. If you look at the other half of this draw, it's Guusje Steenhuis. Steenhuis won in 2021 a bronze medal at the World Championships, and she was also a silver medalist in 2018 at the World Championships, still looking for her first medal at the Olympics. Turchin from Anastasia Turchin, I have to mention her. Well, she's from Ukraine. She's not a typical Ukrainian fighter. I love the way she's doing her judo, and she is absolutely one of the, I think, rising stars in this category. Natalie Powell, also a real strong fighter, all on this side. And then on the other side, we have Hamada, the 2018 world champion. Well, in 2019, she lost the final against Malonga and at the Masters again. So it will be a real nice clash of styles when they reach the final, because Malonga is so strong right-handed with her standing techniques, but Hamada is I think one of the best Newaza specialists in the whole IGF circuit. If she wants to get into the final, she has to win, for example, from Babintseva, from the Russian Olympic Committee. And on this side as well, Anna Maria Wagner. She is the reigning world champion. More athletes to watch? Yes, Aguiar from Brazil. Aguiar, the 2016 bronze winner at the Olympics, and also in 2012 in London. She was a bronze medalist, and not to mention, 2 times world champion, one of the biggest stars of Brazilian judo. So a lot of fighters today, and let's see who will bring the medals home. Let's make the change to the 100 kilogram category for men. And this is a real interesting category in my opinion, because we have a lot of categories in the judo where we have like 1 or 2 absolutely top favorites. If you think of the 73 kilograms, for example, it's Ono. And in the 81, it was a lot of fighters that could win medals. And it's the same in the 100 kilogram category. I cannot tell you who will be the number 1. One thing for sure, there are a lot of people that hope that Lee Bartoliani from Georgia win the gold, because this man, yeah, well, the time is ticking. I think he's 31 or something. He won the silver medal in Rio under 90s, switched over to 100s, already won 3 silver medals at World Championships. If you see the record of this man, the Masters, the Grand Slams, everything he won, the European Championships, but he's still lacking a gold medal on the Olympics or at the World Championships. And maybe this will be his final chance to achieve it. Let's look at the draw. Oh, first the breakdown.
The under 100 kilograms is overflowing with talent. Every one of the top 8 seeds has stood on top of a world tour podium. Until this year, only one man had ever successfully defended the under 100 kilograms world title. The legendary Kosei Inoue, all the way back in 2001 and 2003. But Portugal's Jorge Fonseca now shares that accolade. Fonseca had always come close. With 2 silvers and 9 bronzes on the world tour over the space of 5 years, he had never quite found a way to win. Until in Tokyo in 2019, he shocked the world, taking out 3 of the category's top 10, including world number 1 Lifatiliani, to claim the world title and the red back patch. In doing so, Fonseca became his nation's first ever world champion and claimed his first ever gold medal on the World Judo Tour. And 2 years later, having not taken gold since becoming world champion, he did it again. And this time, almost made it look easy. scoring ippon all the way to become a 2-time world champion and prove he knows how to rise to the big occasion. Fonseca will be seeded second at the Games, but the man with the top seed is Varlam Lipitiliani. Fonseca has never lost to the Georgian, but Lipitiliani has had a stellar career. 3 world bronzes, 3 world silvers, and an Olympic silver in 2016. Can he overcome that final hurdle and claim the global title he truly deserves? But the depth of the under 100 kilograms makes it the most unpredictable category in world judo. Seeded 3 is the dynamic Dutchman, Michael Corral. Corral and Lipitiliani have a back-and-forth rivalry, taking 1 win apiece in their last 2 matches. Can he reach the semi-final and stop Fonseca reaching his 3rd global final in a row? At world number 4 is Israel's Peter Palczyk. His exploits in 2020, winning back-to-back events, saw him become the form player of the category and give his fans reason to celebrate. Medals this year in the Masters and Tel Aviv have kept his momentum going, and he will be looking to break Georgian hearts if he faces Lipitiliani in the semi-final. 2 former world champions seeded 5th and 6th. Let's start with Cho Guam of Korea. In winning the world title in 2018, he defeated both world number 3 Corral and world number 1 Lipitiliani. Cho was on top of the world. But as so often happens in this category, Cho has recently found himself on the receiving end of defeats from both the 6-time world medalist Lipitiliani and World Masters champion Corral. Next up is Aaron Wolf, Japan's 2017 world champion, a supreme technician who has beaten all but one of the rest of the world's top 10. Then comes Niazi Lyasov, the 2019 world silver medalist, seeded 7. He is a man with superb skill and sublime power. And seeded 8 is the Canadian powerhouse Shadi Elnahas, whose do-or-die attitude has already made him a fan favourite and who oozes passion. But if Lipitiliani and Fonseca can overcome all before them and reach the final, can the Georgian get his fairy tale ending? Or will the king of the big occasion reign supreme? The under 100 kilograms, it's all to play for.
This will be a battle from the first round to the final for sure. Lipitiliani, okay, I already said he has to go for this gold medal. All those silvers he won at the Worlds, at the Olympics, he's now aiming for his first gold medal at the Olympic Games. So he's the number 1 seeded. Let's look at the draw. So he's on the top half. Lipitiliani, there he is. But on that side, the really strong Egyptian always, Darwish, but also Elnahas. Elnahas is strange fighter. You know, he's from Canada, winning a few medals, but then the last 1 or 2 years he's been exploding, and he has some sort of all or nothing way of fighting, so it can be a really dangerous one. But then he has to face Lipitiliani in the quarter, and when he wants to be there, he has to win against Kotsoyev. Kotsoyev, again, a strong Azerbaijani in the -100. We had Gazimov, we had Mamadov, and now again they have a really strong fighter from this country. Let's see what he can do. He's the one who already beaten a lot of these guys before, so we know that he's capable of doing it. Peter Palczyk from Israel, one of the favorites, but on that side we have Aaron Wolf. Aaron Wolf, okay, he's the one who's going to fight for Japan today. He was a world champion in 2017. I saw him once in the last 2 years. I saw him fighting. I have absolutely no idea if this man is in absolutely form or not. If he is, he's one of the favorites for sure. His strong Uchimata. He's not the tallest in this category, but still he puts in his hip so deeply. It's unbelievable. If he's in the right shape, then he will be for sure one of the people who are fighting for the medal today. And Japan already won a lot of medals, of course, every gold until 81. Yesterday with Mukai, they had the first Japanese man that lost here at the Olympics. Let's see what Wolf can do for his home country here. On the other side, Jorge Fonseca. I think the most explosive man in the whole circuit. Now 2 times world champion, and in 2021 at the World Championships in Budapest, he completely killed everybody with the biggest ippons you can ever imagine. This man, when he has it, with his aggressive and dominant style, his big shoulder throws, and when he's on fire, it's almost impossible to stop him. On his side, the people who are trying to stop him is Nikiforov, for example, from Belgium, but also Lyasov. Lyasov in 2019 was the world silver medalist, so they know each other really well. Then on the downside, we have Michael Korol. Michael Korol, he won in 2019 a bronze medal at the World Championships. But in 2021, he had only one good effort, and it was in Tel Aviv, where he won the gold medal. Michael Korol is one of the favorites, but sometimes he's really good, and sometimes, well, for example, at the World Championships, he lost against Fonseca with absolutely no chance. So we don't know for sure. I know he's mentally fit, and let's see what he can do. Yesterday, the Dutch won 1 medal. Will they have another medal today? Then he has to fight, for example, Prix, Svidit, and then Cho from Korea. Well, Cho was the 2018 world champion. That was against Lee Bartogliani in the final. I don't know if he's in good form. We will see it later on. But in his block, there's also Kukoye. Kukoye made the change from 90 till 100 kilos. Of course, there was a strong fighter for Serbia in the 90 kilogram with Maidov. So he made the change to 100. Did not really succeed. No, not medaling in the 100s until the 2021 World Championships, where he beat Lee Bartogliani, and he was the one that Fonseca had to beat in the final. So silver medal for Kukoye under 100 kilograms at the World Championships. So definitely one of the fighters to watch. So a lot of strong fighters. We will start very shortly. You can find it, the link. It's now day 6. I hope you found a link somewhere where you can watch the judo live, because it's definitely worth it. Day 6, the women under 78 kilograms, the men under 100 kilograms. Who will win the gold medal today?